Hey everybody, guess what? It's time for another sequel review. It's the
J. Craig Movie Review. Movie Review. Movie Review.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the J. Craig Movie Review. I'm Jay.
I'm Jesse.
That's right, and we saw Sonic 3. That's right. All right, yeah, Sonic 3 is another sequel. That's right. It seems that the only movies I get to review are sequels, reboots, and rubbish. I wouldn't call this movie rubbish. It was quite good, but let's get there in a moment here. This is directed by Jeff Fowler. It stars Ben Schwartz as the Sonic voice, Jim Carrey as Mr. or Dr. Robotnik's, Keanu Reeves as John Wick, Shadow the Hedgehog. It also stars humans such as James Marsden, Cyclops. That's it. That's right, the original X-Men movies. So this is a sequel. This is the third one, and I will state the fact that I do not know if I've seen one or two.
You've probably seen it.
I've seen one. I'm pretty sure I didn't see two. So I will say, as a sequel goes, it's entertaining. But this is, that's before we get to that part of it. What is it about, right? What is it about, Jesse?
It is about friendship and family.
Okay. That's right.
Loss.
And because it stars John Wick, Keanu Reeves, it's about revenge. Right? You can't have a Keanu Reeves movie these days without being about revenge. And so this movie is about, it's about Shadow, played by Keanu Reeves' voice. And he has been locked away for 50 years. We found out the backstory throughout the movie on why he's been locked up. It has to do with something to do with Dr. Robotnik's. Maybe or maybe not his grandfather. I don't know. Maybe not. Spoiler. I don't know. You'll have to see the movie to find out. So this is about Shadow breaking out and him trying to, get revenge, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Dr. Robotnik's, who starts to team up with Team Sonic. Who is Team Sonic?
Sonic, the Tails, the Knuckles.
Knuckles, that's right. Who played by Idris Elba, who I absolutely love. And so this is, they team up to try to stop Shadow. Shadow is ultra powerful because he is John Wick after all. Now, there is no dogs being murdered in this movie, so he doesn't have that quite a revenge. But he's been locked away for 50 years, so he's quite mad. And then it just kind of goes from there, right? You have a revenge story. You have villains that turn to be good guys. You have possible heroes or possible good guys at the start that turn out to be bad later on because, they are indeed bad guys when you break them down. And as Jesse said earlier, this is about friendship. It's about family. It's about revenge. It's about loss, which I think one of the main things that I took from it, especially towards the end, Jesse, was about loss. And that's what really kind of grabbed me towards the end of the story. Loss and losing somebody and what that does to you and where that can incite revenge or sorrow and deep-hearted remorse. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Okay, great. Anything else to add, Jesse?
It's got Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
It's a good movie if it has Jim Carrey.
It's funny, right? It's got Jim Carrey. He's being a goof. And I will say, as sequels go, it was goofy, right? It's got its fair share of action. It's got its fair share of one-liners by Sonic, which I will say the one-liners by Sonic are kind of all his one-liners are kind of
some are good, some are just
But I think Jim Carrey, he always steals the show because he's such a goofball. There is a dance sequence which I really could have done without.
It fits.
It fits the goofiness, but I was like, all right, when can this scene be over? It reminded me of another movie that I saw, Argyle, I think it was. No, I don't remember what it was now, but it was a dance sequence towards the end of a movie where they were in a vault trying to do something, and it just reminded me of it. I was like, okay, when can this scene be over now, please? Can we be done with this?
Quick.
It didn't seem like it. It felt like it went on for an entire hour, but it didn't. I was bored at that point. But I was entertained for the most part. It's an okay sequel. It's not, great. The first movie I remember kind of being very entertaining. This movie has its moments. It's entertaining. It's got a good story when you look at the loss, you look at the friendship part of it and the teamwork that they are going through and how people can team up and then at the end, what's a big part of it is about sacrifice. right? And that's always a nice way to end a movie is, those who have to sacrifice themselves for the greater good or for somebody else. So, Jesse, any closing comments about the amazing Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
There's two characters that may or may not be, that feel like they're played by the exact same character. The exact same actor in a movie.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Oh, and stay for the mid-credit sequence. There is another surprise visit by another character who Jesse and I have zero clue who it is.
When the movie was over, I leaned over him and went, "Who is that?"
Right, but the crowd, the kids, the younger kids, whoa, they seem to love it.
They were like, oh.
They erupted. They were super giddy about this. And by the way, don't bring your baby to the movie theater. I heard crying and I just don't do it. I remember seeing Kill Bill 2 back in the day, and a guy walked in with his baby carriage, the little baby holder thing, and I was like, what the heck are you doing? Right? Keep your babies at home. But go see Sonic 3.
They don't want to go see Kill Bill 2.
They don't want to see Kill Bill 2. So that's all I got, Jesse.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all I got too. So, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Happy holidays. Go see a movie. I don't care what it is. Just go give them your money. It's the
J. Craig Movie Review. Movie review. Movie with you.
Thanks, everybody. Bye now.
Bye.